Mercedes Moné haters will not like this. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what this is, why you won't like it, and why it's so significant that we talk about it into today's video. Because Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks, had a tremendous career in WWE. She routinely broke down barriers. She was someone who has headlined PLEs, headlined a WrestleMania in 2021, and has held multiple championships. But she's also made so many different strides outside of the ring. A businesswoman, a model, an actress. The entrepreneurial spirit that Mercedes Moné carries is one of the reasons, I would say at least, that she's made it this far in pro wrestling, because you have to bet on yourself. Now, Mercedes Moné, she caught a lot of flack when she decided to walk out of WWE in 2022 alongside Naomi. She had a falling out with Vince McMahon that's been well documented. She did not want to go forward with his plans, therefore she walked out, put the women's tag team titles on the desk of Johnny Ace, and proceeded to hit the door. Since that time, she negotiated her release from WWE, went to New Japan, and changed a lot of history. If you look at what she's done in AEW, she's continued to change that history. She's been able to really put a spotlight on the women's division in AEW. Now, the likes of Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, they did that in the early days of AEW. In recent times, it was Toni Storm with her amazing character work and the rise of Mariah May. In the last, 9 months, 12 months, we've seen this division grow. One of the reasons for that is when you sign someone like Mercedes Moné, reportedly the highest paid female star in all pro wrestling, you need a good supporting cast along the way. You need her to be able to work with other talents. Talents that have high-profile names, star-powered names, and workers that can go in there and have a 5-star classic. When you're working with the best, you're going to get naturally over. That's what AEW has found. So what is this thing that Mercedes Moné haters won't like? Well, it goes back to what we all look at, what we all care about, what we all do to make a living. It's all about that cash money. And it goes back to what I was just talking about, the highest paid female star in pro wrestling. She was recently on The Breakfast Club, and she was asked about being the highest paid woman in all of pro wrestling. Moné made sure that she was not aware of what other women's bank accounts look like these days, but she believes that she's the highest paid woman in all of pro wrestling. This is what she would say. I hope so. I would like to think so. I don't know other people's bank accounts, but I like that title. I definitely want to make more money. I am getting what I deserve. Meaning, I'm getting what I deserve. I don't even want to say it's crazy. It's just beautiful, deserved, and earned. And it's something that I worked so hard for such a long time. And it's something I want women to work for. I finally got to something that as a woman, we're like, no, you can't even have those numbers. You can't even talk about those numbers. You can't even walk into the room and even ask for a raise or ask for a bonus or anything. So to get what I feel like I deserve, plus I like to feel I deserve so much more, I'm going to get that. It's so amazing. I think it gives people a chance to dream more. That's that they can make more too if they put it in hard work. So what she's getting at is she's not confirming it, but she's not denying it either. Why do Mercedes Moné haters don't like this? Well, it's pretty simple. If you don't like someone, you don't want them to succeed. You don't want them to do well in life and in business and in their careers. Mercedes Moné, despite the haters, she's doing just that. She's making her money. She's putting on good matches. She's in good feuds. She's continuing her other business ventures outside of the ring. She's doing all of that. Why would they like that? They want it. And the fact that she comes out in such a high-profile public interview like this discusses the fact that, yes, she makes money. She makes big money, that cash money, and she wants to make more of that money, and she wants other women to fight for what she's doing right now. Yeah, they wouldn't like that. Look, as someone who is a Mercedes Moné supporter, I take my hat off to her because she's been very vocal. And some people will look at it as being, very bashful or very arrogant or cocky. And it's like, no, Mercedes Moné, she's put in the hard work to get to where she's at. She knows what she's been able to do in her life and in her career. She knows the sacrifices, the hard work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, all the cliche stuff you've heard your entire life. She's put in all of that. She's dealt with all of that. She's put in her dues. And now she feels like she has leverage. Leverage to go to a Tony Khan or a WWE or a New Japan and be like, this is what I'm offering. This is how much I want. And can we make a deal? Yes? Great. No? I'll go somewhere else. She knows her value. She knows she has leverage, right? That's what happens when you're a top star. And not everyone can be a top star, right? I've always broken it down as there are stars, there are superstars, and there are megastars. So what's the difference? The star is a mid-carder, right? Well, we constantly use him, but he's never going to be, or she, going to be a top star. Then we have a superstar who is, think of the upper mid to upper main event stars, right? I think of a Thunder Rosa if we're going to look at AEW. And then I look at a megastar. A megastar is someone like a Britt Baker or a Toni Storm, Mariah May, Mercedes Moné, where you put their name on the marquee, you put their name in a advertisement or a social media post or on television, they move numbers, right? There's very few and far between on those. Those are what your main event stars are trying to be. That's the way I break it down, right? Obviously, Mercedes Moné, she's a megastar. She moves numbers. She moves traffic. She moves social. She does everything. That's why she's paid the big bucks. That's why Tony Khan brought her in to help move the women's division. That's exactly what they wanted her to do. And that's exactly what she's doing right now. And that is why it is such a huge thing that AEW continues to book her the way that they do, the women's division, and those in the supporting cast role of just doing that. So I look forward to seeing what they do next with Mercedes Moné. And going forward, how they handle. Thank you guys so much for watching this video from WrestleSTAR. If you enjoyed that, consider hitting the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. If you would, like button. That helps us tremendously. I'd love to hear what you had to say about today's video. Leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, helping change my and family's life. And I will see each and every one of you in the next video.